it is the time to introduce the final speaker this afternoon. Well, our last speaker has worked with many SME companies, all right, and provide many solutions and consultations to many SME businesses. Also, many of you lost your keys, huh? All right. So anyway, so he has won multiple awards that he has received throughout the years. All this has proven excellence in his work, and his of course, given him a very good reputation as well. Above all else, he is also very good looking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Christopher Ng, the PanPages Chief Revenue Officer.
Mic check. Thank you. Very kind of her to say again and again that I'm so good looking. I seldom get that, right? And I'm also quite fortunate to be the last presenter of the day, after all the CFOs, after all the CMOs, all the experts in the field. We have Matt, we have Timothy, we have so many speakers, and I'm one of you, a Malaysian who knows and is very passionate about helping SMEs. Your online presence starts now. Like Matt said, if not now, when? Timothy said, jump into it, go into it. Don't be lazy. Have a leap of faith. Just now the panel discussion, so many of these successful SMEs who had the fear initially, jump into it, get the success. However, I want to talk to you about being in the kampong of Malaysia, SMEs. Meet Mr. Lat. I think most Malaysians would know Mr. Lat. Mr. Lat knows everybody in his kampong. He knows that Ahmad sells candy. He knows that Akau, Makcik, sells vegetables. He even knows Singalingam, the fitness teacher. He also knows a boy who does courier service back then. And Makcik Joe, who sells wonderful soup kambing. In the kampong, everybody knows everybody. Everybody trusts everybody. However, through time, like all the presenters before me, saying the internet changed the world, internet revolutionized, big wave, poof. So the computer and internet came into play, came into our kampong. So now, the kampong is much larger. The kampong becomes like a big playground for business, borderless with the internet. Let me zoom it to you. Our kampong now is so big with the internet, connected through globally. We need to understand that Malaysian culture, so diverse, so dynamic, multiracial, 30 million of us, this population, 20 million internet users. Okay? 20 million internet users, and it's growing. Definitely can grow to much more, 60%, 66% to be precise now. And 34 million mobile subscribers. Earlier on, Inche Aimi was saying he had 3 phones, one Nokia, one BlackBerry, and an iPhone. I can assure you, at least 30% of you here will have more than one handphone. Not because Malaysians are kiasu, you know. Just because we want to experience different devices. And like for me, I have 2. One for my family and friends, one for business. One to go online with the mobile data, save the money. Right? But we know that these are the waves, these are the pattern moving in Malaysia. 700,000 over SMEs in Malaysia. Only 100,000 of them are successfully, not successfully, but at least have a basic online presence. It's very encouraging. Since 2013, 45,000, less than a year, we've grown double for the SMEs. All now starting to explore the online, having some basic online presence. But we need to understand this gap between the 20 million internet users and the 100,000 people who are supplying and servicing through the internet. This gap here, ladies and gentlemen, is your opportunity. It's your opportunity to connect with these potential prospects. So you need to be in the game. You need to be in this playground of internet. You need to know how. Ultimately, number one rule of the game is to know your prospects. You need to know who you're going to target. Your prospects are your audience. The playground is like your stage. You perform, like now I'm performing to you guys. You are my audience. But the internet, that playground, that kampong that is so big now, is your playground. You have specific audience that you want to tap into. So you need to identify your target. Not all 20 million internet users are your prospects. Not all 20 million internet users are your customers. So you need to identify, like what earlier on Michael and many of the speakers shared, the data. You need to understand the pattern of your target. So the first thing is you want to create content. You need to create a conversation with your audience. You need to have information so that people can discover you. Like Lat, Mr. Lat. Mr. Lat wants to be connected to many different sort of people. He speaks differently and communicates and converses differently with different people, speaking their language, speaking their preference, focusing on them. Like what Matt said, the power goes to the consumer now. So you want to develop your conversation with them. You want to develop that content, and it has to be fresh. Nobody wants to find out things or discover things that is updated 3 months ago, or maybe worse, 1 year ago, or maybe worse, 3 years ago. Nobody wants that. It's stale news, old news. It has to be fresh. You have to be active. Like some of the panel customers just now who shared that you respond in the forum, right? And you respond to them, then you have this conversation with them, which is the content that you put into the internet. So you need to know how people buy. With the internet now, it changes the entire communication way of all people, especially Malaysians. So let's focus on this funnel for a while. From a buyer's perspective, a buyer's view, what you want is to discover options. You want to have more and more options. You want to have choices. Like Matt said, you want to love, you want to have control, right? You want to live well. So you want to discover options. Notice that the funnel is like this. From wide, it narrows it down. When people are discovering, not all of them will consider every discovery that they have, every choices. They will consider, they narrow it down, they shortlist, and then even lesser of them will buy. If they're happy with it, they review, they repeat. If not, they go back up to the main process again. Discover again, discover choices, discover options. So as an SME, the seller's view, you can be selling products, you can be selling services. You want people to discover you. When people are discovering, to discover you. Because you know, not everybody who discovers you will contact you. And not everybody who contacts you will choose you. And not everybody who chooses you will come back to you. Right? So there's a whole lot of work there, right? Let's look at the top-down view of things, of this funnel. This discovering sector, right? What you want is, you want people to discover you, right? And people also want to discover options, choices. Through multiple platforms, they will come. It can be online media, content sites, search engines, business websites, deal sites, review sites, social media, even offline media. These are the platforms, these channels, multiple, who will do the job for discovering. Buyers want to discover, you want to be discovered. And The main point is, you as an SME do not want to put all your eggs into one basket. Like how Cheryl, my taxi, said, don't put all your eggs into one basket. You should be distributing it to different baskets, multiple baskets. But it has to be easy for you to distribute to multiple baskets. Ultimately, you know, you want to hit this part, the discovering part. When people are in the internet, discovering choices, you must be there to be discovered. That's the first game plan. Then from there, depending on your content, how people will shortlist you to consider you, and after that, buy from you. I think by now, how many hours? From 9 to now 4, you feel, oh, so much information. So many from cloud computing, Shum Hong in the cloud, Monkey God in the cloud, B2B portals, B2C, also confusing, complex. So let me dial it down. Okay, you know Malaysia boleh, usually you want it simple. SME also, simple. PIT, like sweet, I want it to be cheap, not so complex. So, 3 simple steps. First, you create. Okay? Second, you distribute. And third, you promote. Okay, let me explain these simple 3 steps. You create. How do you create? You have a place, a hub, to create conversations, to build information. It has to be fresh, easily updated. It has to be very interesting enough to hit your targeted audience. And then, seamlessly, you want to distribute it to multiple platforms, right? The more baskets, the better. Putting your eggs into multiple baskets. You continue to do this seamlessly to build and to test the market, distributing it to multiple platforms, multiple channels. And then you promote it through those suitable tools, making sure that you get the advantage, the upper hand. When people are there to discover, you are there in the priority list. So, how we came up with all this formula is throughout the 25 years that we've been in the market, servicing the Malaysians and then moving on to Thai and so forth to Southeast Asia. We understand SMEs. Back then, like Mr. Fong Wai Leong in the morning, he has explained, back then, before the internet, people used print. Back then, super pages, buying guide, were the Google. No offense, Matt, but we were the Google, right? And we've been servicing, but platforms change, communication tools change, but one thing never changed. We've always been serving the SME. We know how to speak your language. We know that you all want it to be cheap. We know that you all want it to be simple, right? And throughout the years, we've been servicing more than 20,000 SMEs on a daily basis, working very closely with them. So we know and understand that we need to simplify it for the SMEs. The 600 employees of PanPages throughout Southeast Asia, we call ourselves Pandorians. Ho yeng Pandorians. Yeng means very dashing, very stylish. Pandorians, like Matt Googler ma. We also PanPages Pandorians ma. Right? So Pandorians, 600 of us. We work very closely with all the SMEs. We gather intel, we gather data, we gather information. We speak their language. So we know what truly SME wants. Seems a bit hard selling, but actually it's very simple. What we do best is we connect the SMEs to their customers. Connecting buyers to sellers. When the communication tools change, we evolve. From the print to online, whatever it is. But now we know that we want it to be simple. Looks like very complex, but actually it's very simple. So let me zoom it in again. Content management and then content distribution. Content means your conversations, your business information, right? It has to be accurate, like what Matt say, accurate information, maps, telephone numbers, like what Timothy said, product catalogs, pictures, videos, whatever content that you feel is suitable to hit your targeted audience. And then you have to distribute it. But first, we've developed this called Instant Website. One platform, one hub for people, especially for SMEs, to go in, easily log in, update things. Real-time update means whatever you update now, publish straight away. Imagine if social media, Facebook, if Facebook is not real-time, you go in, oh, very happy, take a selfie, very happy today, wearing a nice dress. So you put online. Facebook requires you to upload and then wait 3 days, then only your picture comes out. Does it make sense? No. People want it to be fresh. So instant website is for you. It's like a business Facebook, right? Simple, many templates for you to choose from. You get to change every second if you want to, right? It has to be real-time update. Whatever suitable conversations that you want, you must build. In this simple, we call this the Instant Website Office, where you build your profile, your history, you talk about your strength of your service, your reliability, your range of products, or your service, whatever it is that you're proud of, that you think your audience can connect to. You build it here, and then, like Lat, speaking to different sort of people, increasing your chances of being discovered in one place called Instant Website. But it has to be distributed. Whatever that you build in this content management here in the Instant Website, it has to be distributed to multiple platforms automatically. You build one place, automatically it goes to different sort of channels. So in this Instant Website, for Malaysia especially, we push it to the local business search engine, which is in PanPages, to Google Maps, to Facebook, and then YouTube. So let me zoom it in again. Why local business search channel as well? So PanPages, local business search, plays a slightly different role of search. Like Google or Bing, the organic searches, they give information. But for PanPages, it's local and business. Local business search. So let's say I give you an example. You go to Google. You are searching for steel. You type in steel. So maybe very good. You get maybe 30 million results. Right? A lot. You get Wikipedia about steel, images about steel, steel suppliers, of course, blogs about steel, and also Man of Steel, Superman, the movie also comes out. Right? Which is very good. Putting one egg in that basket is necessary. But for PanPages, it serves a very niche purpose, which is people who are looking for local and business. So if you go to PanPages Malaysia, example, you search for steel. Only supply of steel in Malaysia, in the particular state that you're searching for, will pop up. So it's very local and business. So let's say you're looking for steel in Vietnam. So you go to Vietnam, you type in steel in the Vietnamese, only supplier of steel in Vietnam comes out. So that is slightly different, right? So you need to put another egg here in this basket. But it has to be seamless, it has to be simple. Whatever that you build in your own website, your own instant website, with your own domain, there automatically goes to your local business search. Not only that, we also push it. You need to push it to the social media marketing channel, which is in Malaysia, we use Facebook. So why Facebook? Malaysia boleh again. We are the top 18 in the world active users. We got only 30 million population, but we got a lot of people in Facebook. 20 million internet users, about 14 to 15, almost 15 million active users in Facebook. Malaysia boleh kan? Right? I think some of you got more than one Facebook account. One you lock from your wife or your spouse one, and the others then you open as friends. But how it works is a lot of my industrial or B2B friends or SMEs shared that Facebook is not suitable for us. We are doing very business to business way. We only target B2B clients. But Facebook serves as a conditioning the market. You condition the market, you prepare the market. How it works is like this. What is conditioning the market? Okay. When I was young, in primary school, also about this tall, also got very nice curly hair. Natural curly hair, you know, I got really, really natural curly hair. Yeah? Natural curly hair. So this, for standard 5, so got these trucks of Milo coming, giving free Milo and small one. So I'm drinking, oh, very nice. Milo, stupid one, always give free one, how they make money? But when I grew up, right, and I have the buying power, I already acquired the taste of Milo. I wanted to have Milo, I buy Milo. So I know, oh yeah, kena tricked already. Facebook plays at that kind of level. You condition the market. You can think, oh yeah, all young people only lah, all play around, play game and tag here, tag there. No. You want to condition the market. You want to have awareness in them. When they are ready to buy, they'll think of you. And it has to be simple also, putting one egg into another basket. If you purposely go through a lot of trouble just to build your Facebook fan page, then might not be the priority. But if it's easy, then yes. So not only Facebook, Google Maps as well. So how it works is like this. We call this the 360 business view. Okay? I'll show you a short video how it works. So this is Google Maps, right? I'll show you one of the example, this boutique and cafe. So in Maps, you can search for the place, the address. You can click on this feature called See Inside. So when you're inside here, you have to be certified and you have to be trained and special gadget to do this. So you go in, you can see you're exactly like you're there. 360 view. You're walking here, exploring things, as if you're there. Right? Technology is wonderful. This is very suitable for businesses that is ambience-centric, means your environment, right? That restaurants or boutiques, that people don't have to be there first, but at least you get intrigued, oh, very nice environment, I want to be there. So this is the content. These are the conversation in a way, speaking to the right audience. So it's wonderful, it's exactly you're there. And it's so high resolution that you can zoom into the menu, to the floor, walking around, and it's very clear. Right? And all this content you can put in, embed into instant website, and automatically push to Facebook, your PanPages business listing page, your Google Maps. Automatically, seamlessly, simple. Right? And also YouTube. People just telling me, asking me, what is the number 2 search site in the world? Number 1 is Google. Matt smiling there, very proud of that. Actually, number 2 is YouTube. Right? It serves as the search engine already now. Why read when you can watch? I'm the type of guy, right? I'm very different from my wife. My wife is, why watch when you can read? Like, let's say, Lord of the Rings. She said, oh, the movie, read the book, so many more things, I said, why you want to read so many words? You can watch the movie, can already, right? But YouTube plays that part. Now, and it has to be easy for SMEs as well. Now it doesn't have to be, hiring a big crew, doing a lot of video. Now your own handphone also can take video. Just put it in. If you get lucky, get viral. Ice bucket challenge. Right? But it has to be easy. Ultimately, it's to be easy for the SME. Push to multiple platforms. After you are there, your eggs is all in many, many baskets already. Next step is what? To promote. Promote through the best tools that we have. Matt already shared. Google search engine marketing. Everybody search how many billion searches and all. Right? When people are searching, when people have the intention, you must be there as the priority, as the advantage. That is promoting. And then, of course, to Alibaba.com as well. The world's best B2B global trade channel. Tim has already shared a lot about Alibaba.com. That's how you promote it. But ultimately, is to make sure that I want to have the advantage. So in Alibaba.com, yes, free member is there, good, but you want to be like special members, gold members and all, so you get the priority, and you get to have the first-hand quotations, if you like. So ultimately, you want to create through one centralized place, we call the instant website. Simple for you. And then you distribute it to multiple channels, putting your eggs into multiple baskets. And then you promote it with the best tools in the world. We understand that you must start now. Why? Coming back to the funnel again. Discover. People don't want to discover. People want to consider. People want to buy. Right? So there will be many people through multiple channels discovering things, looking for more choices. Many people out there searching. It can be locally, it can be globally. And ultimately, they'll be ready to buy. After they make the discovery, they consider they'll be ready to buy. So all this can turn into sales. All this can turn into money for you. You have to be there. When people are ready to buy, you must be there to sell. But if you're not there, sad to say and truthfully, other people will. Other people will be there. And worse, for Malaysians, many more advanced countries ahead of us. People from other countries coming into our kampong, eating our nasi lemak, eating our asam laksa, eating our chao kway teow, right? You're not there, someone else will be. We're still outside of our kampong. So, they will get that place, they will get to start, they will get to know and understand the market earlier than you, faster than you. And all the sales, all the money will be flowing to them. So you must start now. Your online presence must start now. You need time to interact and find out what is the common language that they are speaking, your audience. SMEs are the best when it comes to doing their own business in their own field. You might not have the time or resources to go and think of internet marketing, this and that. You might not have the big team like My Taxi developing apps and all. So you just want to know and try. Start simple, start in multiple platforms, understand the audience, interact with them, strike conversation with them, custom your conversation with them. Speak their lingo, they call. Talk to them, identify them. Then you build the trust. Like in the kampong, Mr. Lat, he knows everybody, everybody knows him. In the internet world, it can be done as well. All you need to do is to create, distribute, and then promote. Start small, but start now. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much. Malaysia boleh.